there, be rocking with keeping it real sports, and we gonna be on this. We gonna be on a lot of times. I love the platform. Check in. It's the new wave. Like, follow, subscribe, and do all that good stuff.
Hey, Taylor Rapp here from the LA Rams. Shout out to Steve Taylor, the real sports guy, and the honorary Ram. When Steve's talks sports, you better listen. Thanks, Steve from the Rams, for your continued support and love. We are taking it all the way this year, but you already know that. Go Rams.
Come on, come on. I told you I got you. Wanna talk about his game, he can talk about it. Tennis match, golf, he can talk about it. Don't matter what it is, he can talk about it. Any sport dude, he know about it. Save your boy bum, don't doubt it. If he tell you that it is what it is. The real sports guy in the Sandman. Talk show game in the bag, man. Rep, don't have to throw the flag, man. Steve Taylor, Andy Sands. It's over, OVA. Game over, they don't play. From the fourth quarter to the ninth inning. NASCAR wheels keep spinning. To the 18th hole, he's still in control. Eye on the goal. Coach never missing the play, cause he know the deal. This keeping it real. Sports. Come on. Keeping it real. Yeah. Let's go.
Welcome to the Keeping It Real Sports Podcast. I'm your boy, the Real Sports Guy. No Andy today. Some of us got work. Okay, we're bringing you live from Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, Keeping It Real Sports is on the road, people. This is what we do. We get it in. Huge show plan for you today. Guess what? We have the Transcontinental Champion, Toledo's champion, Albert the Prince Bell. He's gonna stop in, chop it up with me a little bit. We're gonna talk boxing. We got NFL. We got college football. We got World Cup. Man, we're gonna break it all down. Let's see it, man. Let's see what we got. Off the press.
Keeping it real.
Well, let's start with what's hot off the press. What's hot off the press? It's prime time. Deion Sanders. It looks like Colorado's got their man, and boy, do they have a good one. They've got the guy, the myth, the legend, prime time. He's gonna bring Showtime to Colorado. I'm surprised that Alma didn't bring him. What did you freeze? Just say that out loud. You freeze? Prime time? Prime time goes to Colorado. I can't wait to see how that's going to work out for them. There you go. That's hot off the press. Let's get into quick hitters.
Quick hitters.
And when we get to quick hitters, we got to talk about the World Cup. When we talk about the World Cup, the USA, they advance to face the Netherlands today. They go against the Dutch. Christian Pulisic gets kicked in the ding-ding, and he's in the hospital. Come on, Christian. You better than that. Get in the game, man. Make it happen today. USA, I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win. Turner, the goalie, has 2 shutouts. There's never, ever been a U.S. goalie that has 3 shutouts in a World Cup. Turner has that chance today. Keep it going. Let's see what else we got. Let's do quick hitters.
Oh, by the way.
Well, oh, by the way, did you know that tonight is the return of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, as he goes down and fights Derek Chisora Again, this is the third time that they fight. But boxing is much better with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury comes back. He's, for all intent and purposes, undefeated. One draw on his resume. This dude is the real deal, man. We need to see more Tyson Fury. We love Tyson Fury. We love what he brings to the game. I can't wait to see that tonight. Tyson Fury comes back tonight between the gloves. Can't wait to see that. Keep your eyes on that, people. And let's see what else we got. We gotta hurry up. Let's hurry it up.
Hurry up.
The college football playoffs. Now, let's go back to last weekend. Let's revisit the game, if you will. The game, the Ohio State-Michigan game. Michigan comes into Ohio State, and second half kind of has their way. What it tells me, people, is what the Michigan coaching staff has done. They, on both sides of the ball, out-schemed the Buckeyes. They made the adjustment, the Buckeyes didn't. Period, end of story. The problem that I have in this is when your quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, who was 50% on his passes, he hit 3 wide open passes, and if you take those 3 wide open looks from him, the dude is under 50% for about 78 yards pass. And he's thinking that he's like the quarterback of the Big Ten. Stop it, J.J. McCarthy. This is your coaches that schemed your way to victory last week, man. You scheme, it's going to be talent every time. I'm asking you because I don't think so. Let's look at the college playoff and the way that they have it. I'm talking about the college football committee. Right now they have the Georgia Bulldogs #1. The Michigan Wolverines, they tip in at #2. TCU #3. USC last night got it handed to them. The Buckeyes are sitting in the category seated 5, and Alabama is at #6. Now that is how it came in last night. Well, I'm getting ready to give you is an advanced look at what the playoff picture is going to look at come tomorrow. So here we go. Finally, our final regular season college football poll. And it's up there, people. Yeah, the Keeping It Real Sports college football poll.
You've heard the rest. Now here's the best. It's the Keeping It Real Sports College Football Poll.
Let's start with number 10 on the poll. And number 10 is USC. Now, USC comes in, the College Football Committee has them at #4. We never had them that high. The offense rolled all season. We saw the offense. We knew that the defense had problems. Those problems that the defense had reared its ugly head time and time again last night. Cam Rising with what they call off last night as he led his team from a 14-3 deficit to a big 47-24 victory over the USC. The USC program is on the rise, but they're not going to rise into the playoffs. Not right now. We never saw them as a playoff team. We thought they were dangerous, and they are. But that's about it. We got them at number 10. That brings us to number 9. Number 9 is the Clemson Tigers. Clemson falls last week, but they do play in the championship game today. They get a championship run again. Clemson, Dabo quarterback situation, up in the air. We've seen him be Dow Jones all year, up and down. DJ Uiagalelei, he's not been solid. They're going to have to find some kind of totality to try to move on. But Clemson, we're good enough to be number 9 in our poll this week. Number 8, the Penn State Nittany Lions from the Big Ten. They come in at 10-2, and the only 2 losses on its record was against the number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes, and right now the number 2 Michigan Wolverines. You got to give Penn State a lot of credit. They gritted out a tough season. They have a lot of playmakers. They in the Pattsburgh seat to get into the Rose Bowl. Penn State, number 8. Number 7 this week is the Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee, they lose in Hooker, no problem. They get Mackenzie Milton. He comes in and the offense keeps going. You know why? It's because Josh Heupel knows how to coach up offense. This is what he does, people. He is one of the best that does it in this game, period, in the story. Tennessee, 10-2. We got him number 7. That brings us to number 6. And the Utah Utes. And Andy and I had guys in our top 10 at the beginning of the season. And they end the season in the top 10. Why? Because they're pretty damn good, people. They're very physical on both sides of the ball, especially on the line. The offensive line is very physical. We saw them push USC around last night. They did it again earlier in the season. The defense, very physical. Come up with the big sack when they need to. That Cam Rising is a flat-out playmaker. I tell you, he has NFL written all over him. I like the Utah Utes. Good enough. Put him number 6 in this week's poll. That brings us to number 5 in the Alabama Crimson Tide. And people, how far the mighty has fallen. They're down to number 5, but I'll tell you, who wants to play Alabama? They only have 2 one-score losses on their resume. Okay, Steve, you tell me you got 2 one-score losses. Yeah, but you could have had 2 more. Okay? We're paying attention to everything, Alabama. We know that you're good. We know that you're special, but we also know that there's some holes in that armor right there. There's some chinks in that armor. You need to shine that thing up if you want to get to the top. Already, your wide receiver has entered the transfer portal. Things are starting to turn in Alabama. But right now, Alabama's still good enough to get in the top 5. And that brings us to our top 4 teams. And this is what we expect to see tomorrow when the playoff committee unleashes its reign. At number 4, the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Yeah, they backed into it. They lost. And some people say, well, Steve, how do you put the Buckeyes in? They got rolled last week at home. People, they got rolled in the second half when things kind of got out of hand. That thing should have been out of hand in the first half if you really watched the football game. But Ryan Day, something happened to him along the way. It was called Jim Harbaugh. His big brother woke up, and they called a pretty damn good game. Let's give credit where credit is due, people. Michigan called a good damn game last week. But the Buckeyes, they come in the catbird seat. They're number 4. We look at a big matchup against Georgia. And that is the one team that can give Georgia fits on the offensive side of the ball. I can't wait to see that one. We've got the Buckeyes coming in at number 4. That brings us to number 3, the TCU Horned Frogs. Now TCU, they had a tough matchup today against Kansas State. They beat Kansas State earlier, but Kansas State had put up a 17-point lead. They had to run Kansas State down to win the game. That was with Martinez as the quarterback. Well, they got a new quarterback now. Guess what? You can't line up against the run to stop Kansas State now. They're more diversified. This could be dangerous, real tricky. But the Horned Frogs defense has been very up the path this year. I expect the same today. TCU, they come in at number 3. This is the number 2. People, I had trepidation because I feel like the Michigan Wolverines have the best win of the season. They went into Columbus. They beat the number 2 team in the country. Then they had their way in the second half. I had folks put Michigan at number 1. But cooler heads prevailed. We put Michigan at number 2. Michigan, they've got a big test today against the Spoilermakers. We know that Purdue is prone to coming into big games and having big time contests that they do in the game and kind of knock off the Wolverines. We shall see. But the Wolverines, they're good enough to be number 2 this week. And that brings us to number 1, the Georgia Bulldogs. The undefeated Georgia Bulldogs. The defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs. They have Stetson Bennett. He is not a Cologne, people. He is a cool quarterback. I'll tell you what, they have all the answers to all the questions that you have. This is how we expect to see the conference playoff game when these teams comes down the line. And let's go between the gloves. And again, as we go between the gloves, I'm going to bring in the champion, Albert the Prince Bell, chop it up with him, talk a little bit of sports with him, talk about things that he's got going on. So here you go. Without further ado, It's the Prince, our Bill. To keep it real sports, I'm the Real Sports Guy, and I am pleased to be joined by Toledo's champion, Albert the Prince Bell. Prince Albert, hey man, welcome to the show. First thing I want to do, I want to ask you about your hand. How's the hand? How's everything going right now?
Everything's great right now, to be honest. The hand's good. It's the best it felt in a long time. So I'm just happy and thankful that got in the fight with a healed hand, got out of the fight with a healed hand. So right on to the next.
So let's talk about that fight last Saturday night. Take us back to Atlanta. You're in there with Dallas Prescott. He's a journeyman fighter, with a seasoned fighter, 32 wins on his resume. So you couldn't take this guy lightly. What I noticed from you throughout this entire training camp was how relaxed you were. Talk about that as you go on to that.
A relaxed fighter is a good fighter, So I always try to be relaxed, going there, having fun. But my hands feel so good. I've been focused on a lot of power shots and really precision. So that's what you seen last Saturday night was me having fun and being 100% fighter. No fighter usually be 100% going into a fight, but I was the closest to 100 as you're gonna get that fight. So the shot that I was working on for probably like the past 30, 40 minutes in the back warming up, it was available the first round.
I saw that. I mean, because you broadcasted that when your warm up, and I saw you, and I'm like,
right.
man, this dude is in the zone, man. And it was like, I mean, you were just so relaxed, man. I mean, is that part of the maturing process or the confidence level? I mean, talk about that.
A little bit of both, I believe. Definitely maturing, getting better and better during these training camps. I had 3 training camps before I was able to fight. I had 2 fights canceled. But now I'm 20 fights into my career. I'm still not even scratching the surface. 21 fights into my career, and I'm not scratching the surface of where I think where I'm headed. But spar these top fighters, if I'm not able to fight them, I done sparred them. So that experience is paying off. So I'm just relaxed and having fun there. Like, I know if I don't want to get hit, I can't get hit. So I was able to do my little move I be doing where I get relaxed and I find the shot, and it was right there.
It definitely was. It didn't take long. Man, let's talk about your sparring, man. You had a chance to spar with one of the greats, Vasily Lomachenko. Talk about your sparring sessions with him.
Oh, man, we had great work. Chief sparring partner with whoever. I mean, any day we spar, I'll always do the most. I would have to do the most rounds with him, because they say the most resistance. That means good work. So you offer the most resistance. So I will always have to do, if there was 3 guys there, if they had to do 2 rounds, I have to do 6. If they did 4 rounds, I had to do 8 with them. So it was just great work. I picked up a lot, but I already knew I would pick up a lot because the way I move in my footwork and switch angles is very similar to what he do from the southpaw stance. He just probably throwing more punches than me, but his looks and what we was doing with each other, it took me to a next level, man. And I'm praying for them, like, in his country of Ukraine. Like, I know he joined they all going back to their country. They help fight and stand for their motherland. So my heart goes out to them. I'm definitely praying for them. I hope the war stops very soon. The Klitschko brothers, Usyk, Victor Postol, all those guys is from the Ukraine as fighters, man. My heart is go out to them, and I pray for them. Like, man, it's sick.
Yeah, man. This is real. This is real. This is not
for sure.
Definitely. So, man, let's go back to last Saturday. I mean, you and Chris Colbert. I mean, you have been politicking for this fight with Chris Colbert,
right?
And Gutierrez, he falls out on COVID. Hector Garcia comes in on short notice and gets the win. I mean, it had to be something you saw in Colbert before Garcia got him.
It's a lot of stuff I see in a lot of guys. You know what I mean? Like, all these guys are getting built the right way, but they turn into stars without ever seeing if they that. You know what I mean? I know I'm that, so I don't do too much talking about it, but I be knowing a lot of guys is not what they pretend to be, and they not humble, and they go around talking like they're these multiple world champions, and they're not. They're not even proven. And then when they get in there with a real proven fighter, you see what happens.
Yeah.
Like this guy, I just seen that guy in camp with another top fighter and get out the ring every day in 4 rounds because they couldn't take what was getting put on them. So you got this guy coming and fighting 2.5 weeks, and you're supposed to be a top elite fighter, and you get destroyed. It's like you should let me beat your ass.
Thank you. Thank you.
At least you would have said, "Oh, you lost to another top 10, top 5 fighter." You know, you let a guy that came had 13 wins, 3 no contests, just come in and just own you.
Dominated. He dominated from start to finish.
For sure. And you was in line for a world title shot. Like, come on, boxing. You got to give Albert Bell a world title shot. Like, these guys, man, they not that.
Yeah, definitely. We're talking to Toledo's boxing champion, Continental America's champion, Albert Prince Bell. And so look, Shakur Stevenson. I say Shakur Stevenson. You say
great fighter. Great fighter. Shakur is one of the ones that proven he's, you know what I mean, when he took a step up against Christopher Diaz before his world title fights. Then he fought Joet. Joet is a great fighter. He always have tough competitive fights. He went out there and did what he's supposed to do against Jamil Herring. And now he's fighting Oscar Valdez.
Now Valdez, I mean, I know that fight it could be some controversy because he was suspended for some kind of banned substance, Valdez. So I don't know about that. Maybe you know more about that fight.
Hey, no matter what you take or put in your body, it's not gonna make you more accurate or more. You might could be stronger, more dangerous, but you're not gonna be able to touch your guard. All Oscar Valdez, when you worry about him, you gotta worry about a big left hook, and that's about it. Like, I wanted that Valdez fight a while ago. I was the only fighter from Top Rank in the rankings for the WBC. They put Concio in at number 15 to make the fight happen. He got past me. He got the fight. That is what it is. But it's an easy fight for Shakur, I believe. And I believe it's an easy fight for him as well.
Yeah, I do as well. I mean, your skill set is what has a lot of guys, man, very hesitant to get in there with you, man. And so I totally understand that. So, I mean, it was an amicable split with Top Rank. Okay, so where do you go from here?
Right now, like I said, I was on the independent side. I had some fights that was supposed to happen, didn't go through. I got back in the ring, knocked the cobwebs off. I still want to do it again real quick before I lock in and sign in to a deal because I know my first fight is going to be a major fight. I got offers from multiple promotion outlets and companies and TV networks. So I might fight again. I'm trying to fight again in April, probably back in my hometown. So against a tougher opponent. That guy was supposed to be tough. But how I'm feeling right now, ain't nobody tough, you know. But
right. I get that.
Hopefully we get some rounds in my next fight, and then the sky's the limit for Albert Bell in 2022. I keep improving on the rankings, so that's what I'm focused on and try to force a mandatory or getting one of these positions for a title eliminator. So my mind should be one side and focus on that right now. That's all I want to do. Get another fight.
Come see us, man. They're gonna have to come holler at us, man. They got to come holler, man.
Sure. They ain't gonna come holler at me. The sanctioning body's gonna come holler at them, and I'll just be ready for it. You know.
Right. Hey man, thanks for stopping by, champ. I really appreciate you, man. I know you're busy.
Man, thank you. I appreciate it 100%. And all the people that's viewing in, y'all can watch me y'all can tune in and follow my journey and my path on Instagram at Albert Prince Bell, Facebook, Albert Prince Bell, and on Twitter at Albert Bell 419. And if you're a TikToker, all my talk heads, we are on TikTok at Prince Albert Bell.
All right, so that's going to take us to our pick 6 storylines, NFL storylines, and we're going to tie the two in together today. So let's look at the first one. First game up is going to be the Eagles against the Texans, and this is going to be a classic, and I do mean a classic matchup of run the bull of the woods, which is that man, the King. We're talking about Derrick Henry. Will the Philadelphia Eagles defense, which is panicked. We saw the Washington Commodores with Lionel Richie push those guys around and really force a lot of trouble and really have a lot of trouble with the running attack of Washington. Now, if you had a problem with Washington, what in the hell do you think is going to happen when the King comes calling? Because the King is coming. This is going to be a big-time game. I'm going to tell you what, I didn't even get Andy's word. Because, you know, Andy hasn't been too darn good on these games. So I'm going to give you the damn picks this week. This week here, don't people get your money on the King. If you want to win, get in with the King. Let's go to the next one. Next up. The Dolphins, the 49ers, on the West Coast. It's going to be Tua Tagovailoa against Rick Foles and company. That defense, the 49ers are starting to lag run people. They're starting to come around. Jimmy who? Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm talking about porn star Jimmy. I'm talking about that dude. I'm talking about the guy who always says to win. He said, whatever you want to say about Jimmy, they just win. 49ers, Dolphins. This here is going to be where the rubber meets the road, people. I can't wait to dial into this one and see this one. We're going to find out a lot about the Miami Dolphins in this one. I just believe too much in the 49ers. It's hard to say, but it is. I got to go with the Niners. And the last one. The Chiefs. Bengals. Oh, we return to the scene of the crime where the Chiefs were knocked out of the playoffs last year. By Joe Burrow now. Guess who comes back? Jamar Chase. Our homie is coming back. Just in time to put on the show. Is it gonna be enough to get rid of the Chiefs? I don't think so. Give me the Chiefs in this one. Let's go look at our NFL storylines. This is our power rankings, and hasn't much changed. Just look at the young dogs on the bottom row of, there you go, the Ravens. Oh, I happen to be in Baltimore. Are we going to go to the Baltimore game tomorrow? Just may have to go see LaMarvelous Jackson for myself, okay? The Tennessee Titans, they're coming. People, objects in the mirror are closer than they look, and these are the Titans. We got Tannehill coming back, and all they've done is one people to get the ball to the King, and everything else seems to work. The Vikings. Did they finally find their groove? Did Stella get his groove back? Or we'll find out if Kirk Cousins was Kirk first cousins, Kirk second cousins, or would it be Kirk third cousins? Because guess who he's going against tomorrow? The Sauce and the Jets. And the one thing that the Jets do is they play defense. I can't wait to see that. Yeah. And then the young lion we just talked about, Joe Burrow and company. That's the bottom line. Those are still growing, dogs. Let's look at the top tier. The top dog is still the Chiefs. I mean, people, to beat a man, you gotta beat the man. And these dudes, man, just find ways to beat you. Last week, crying out loud, they went out in a 3 tight end set and had success. Andy Reid is continuing taking his playbook and expanding it week after week after week, year after year after year. Man, Sean Bay, you might want to pay attention. I'm just saying. And let's look at the dogs in the fight. Well, you got to say the Eagles, because look, these dudes just keep finding a way to win. They keep winning. They only lost once. Say what you want to say. And the Buffalo Bills. Boy, that was a big win Thursday night against them. Oh, Josh Allen did that. The arm angles that he makes throws, and he makes them look so simplistic. And dude is a and then the fight in the dog, we talked about the big game tomorrow. The 49ers, the Dolphins. I can't wait to see who will stay fight in the dog here. We'll find out next week. And them boys, they are still them boys. Them dudes, man, they are defensively a juggernaut. They're going to get after you. They're going to make your day hectic. And people, that brings us to last week. We talked about Caleb Williams and what he did in a rivalry game against UCLA. Well, he goes out the next week and he did it again. He did it again. This time it was Notre Dame. Man, the dude is so dope. Man, give him a stick. He's that dude. Man, I tell you. It's been fun, man. Another weekend. I tell you, make sure you stay this long. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you share the content. Help people, man. Help me out. Get people in here because let them know how dope you are. You know what it is. Man. So Andy is actually he's house on it, and so hey, look, good luck to you, Andy. I'm in Baltimore, big weekend plan. Oh man, we just could not do a show, especially after Ohio State, Michigan last week. Ain't no way in the hell I'm not gonna not do a show. Being a Buckeye fan and Michigan fan, ham man, talk crap, because he couldn't wait to start the crap talk. But guess what? Well, there you go. Another show in the books, man. It's been fun, but we got to run. Until next week, for Andy, we wish you love and peace. Deuces.